Hey there folks, I've got Sony's new $330 WF-1000XM6 flagship noise-canceling earbuds here, and not surprisingly, they're really impressive. Great sound, great noise canceling, and top-notch voice calling performance. So are they the best wireless earbuds out there right now? Let's discuss. Okay, when I first heard that Sony was coming out with new 6th generation 1000X series buds, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Companies like Bose and Apple have basically stuck to the same design, or a similar one anyway, for their flagship buds the last several years. But this Mark 6 model looks nothing like the Mark 4 or 5 and has a totally new design. I gotta say that both the buds and their case are a little plain looking. I'm okay with that. And from a practical standpoint, I like that the case is flat on both its top and bottom, and it does support wireless charging in case you're wondering. The XM5s have a partially glossy finish, but these have a full matte finish, which I prefer. That said, they don't have anything to distinguish them like the XM4s did with their eye-catching copper ring that served as a microphone housing. More intricately molded than your typical stemless buds, Sony says the new shape conforms better to the natural curves of your ears, and I agree with that. I also appreciated that there's a little ridge along the top side of each bud that allows you to grip it better, so the bud is less likely to fall out of your hand when you're pulling it out of your ear or putting it in. The buds have touch controls that are nicely responsive, and they're equipped with ear detection sensors that pause your music when you take a bud out of your ear and resume playback when you put it back in. They're IPX4 splash proof, and while they mostly stayed securely in my ears, I wouldn't necessarily trust them for running. I would trust them, however, for working out at the gym. Like a lot of high-end buds, they're a little beefy and will stick out of your ears a bit. That didn't really bother me, but once again, I can't say I was thrilled with Sony's ear tips, which are the same firm foam tips that were included with the XM5s. I was able to get a secure fit with them, but I didn't get a truly tight seal, and I just didn't find the tips super comfortable. So I went with a pair of silicone tips from another set of earbuds that I previously reviewed. To be clear, many people should get a good fit from one of the included ear tips, but my ears fall into the 10 to 20% of ears that just aren't a great match for these tips. And as you may have heard me say too many times, it's crucial to get a tight seal to get optimal sound quality and noise canceling performance. That's especially true of these buds because they do deliver some real wow factor if you get a tight seal. Aside from the external makeover, the XM6s are upgraded on the inside with new drivers, a more powerful QN3E chip, 8 microphones instead of 6, and an improved bone conduction sensor that helps with voice calling performance. I spent a lot of time comparing these to other leading premium noise canceling earbuds, including Apple's AirPods Pro 3, the 2nd gen Bose QuietComfort Ultra Earbuds, and the Bowers & Wilkins PI8 buds. Both the AirPods Pro 3 and QuietComfort Ultra Earbuds have superb noise canceling. Sony says the XM6s have the best noise canceling for earbuds out there right now based on international testing standards. Sadly, I don't have access to expensive noise canceling testing equipment, so I have to rely on a few less scientific tests, including comparing how well each set of buds muffles the noisy HVAC unit in my kitchen and wearing the buds in the noisy streets of New York City and in the subway. In the HVAC tests, they were all really close, though I thought the Sony had a very slight edge. In the streets of New York, it's really hard to sense that the noise canceling is any better than what you get with those competing models. All three are very close. Your experience could vary with the quality of the seal you get. It's quite possible that these Sonys are able to muffle a wider range of frequencies slightly better, but they still can't muffle higher frequencies as well as lower frequencies, so you can still hear people's voices and higher pitched noises, albeit at significantly reduced volume levels. I do think Sony's also made some improvements with its transparency mode. Apple's is still the gold standard, but Sony's now sounds quite natural at its highest setting. Previously, you had to play around with the level to find the most natural setting, as the sound from the outside world was actually augmented at the highest setting. Sony also now has an auto ambient mode that's similar to Apple's adaptive audio mode that automatically adjusts the level of ambient sound filtered in depending on the level of noise around you. Plus, you can toggle on a voice pass-through mode that filters in voices while suppressing ambient noise. When it comes to sound, both the AirPods Pro 3 and the Bose QC Ultras sound very good, with the Ultras sounding smooth across a variety of music genres. Some people complain that the AirPods Pro 3's sound was a little too aggressive compared to the AirPods Pro 2's, with more dynamic bass and treble and slightly recessed mids. I personally prefer the AirPod Pro 3 sound. To my ears, it has a little more clarity and definition, but everybody has their own sound preferences. You can experience some listening fatigue if you feel the treble has too much sizzle or the bass kicks too hard in the wrong way. I think the XM6's sound is better and more special than both the AirPods Pro 3 sound and QC Ultra sound. It just feels more accurate and natural with better bass extension, overall clarity and refinement, along with a wide soundstage where all the instruments seem in the right place. And I found that the XM6s came across as slightly more dynamic and bold sounding than the Bowers & Wilkins PI8 buds, which also sound excellent. I go into more detail on the sound quality in my text review on CNET, so check that out. But suffice to say, the XM6s are pretty hard to beat for sound quality. They're also hard to beat for voice calling performance. Callers said my voice sounded mostly natural and clear, and they didn't really hear any background noise when I wasn't speaking, and only a little when I did speak. Have a listen to a test call I did. All right, I'm in the streets here doing a test call with fellow editor Josh Goldman. Josh, it's a cold day out here. Bit of a traffic jam behind me. Snow still on the streets. How do I sound overall?
You sound great. If there's stuff going on in the background, I certainly wouldn't know it from my end. It's nice and clear. A little bit of some background noise when you talk, but it's barely noticeable.
I'll just finish up by quickly mentioning that like previous 1000X series models, these do have Sony's speak to chat feature, which lowers the volume of your audio and goes into ambient mode when you start to have a conversation with someone. And the buds support the AAC, SBC, and LDAC audio codecs, as well as multi-point Bluetooth pairing, which allows you to pair two devices with the buds simultaneously. Sony has also streamlined its Sound Connect app for iOS and Android. It's a little more user-friendly, though there are still a lot of settings to play around with, including scene-based listening settings and various equalizer settings. Battery life is similar to the XM5s. It's rated at up to 8 hours at moderate volume levels with noise canceling on, with an extra 2 chargers in the case. That's actually pretty good. I do think the XM6s are noticeably improved across the board from the XM5s, which I still like. And while these buds are certainly expensive, they're pretty hard to beat from a performance standpoint across all the key areas, including sound quality, noise canceling, and voice calling, which is why I've awarded them an editor's choice. The one thing I can't tell you is just how well they'll fit your ears. While they don't offer quite as good sound quality, the less expensive AirPods Pro 3 are in some ways a safer pick for Apple users, as their lightweight stem design tends to fit a wide range of ears comfortably. They also have more features overall, along with a hearing aid mode and Apple's new live translation feature. But if you're able to get a good fit and tight seal, the XM6s are really impressive earbuds and may just be the best out there at the moment. As always, let me know what you think in the comments section. I'm particularly interested in hearing your thoughts on the new design. And if you own the XM5s, whether you're tempted to upgrade to these guys now. I'm David Carnoy for CNET. Thanks for watching.